All right, we should be streaming. I believe we are live. All right, hold on. I hate that this mouse is over here, but I can't. All right. That's a long way to go. What's up, dudes? All right. Before I screw that up royally. All right. What's up, dudes? That's not going anywhere. This isn't going anywhere. Copyright registered trademark. Sorry, Gene. What's up, dude? What's up, dudes? I almost didn't make it because of this right here. I moved the camera up a little bit too. I think it's a better angle. What's up, Quebec? What's up, Parker? Oh man. What's up, dude? Look alive. Well, I am alive. I'm alive. Pixxy. Not so well. In fact, he was declared brain dead. But we all knew that, right? I see Dutch. I see Alabama. I see Sweden, Arizona, and UK and Holland, and a bunch of people. Yeah, back in the South. Puerto Rico. Good to see you have electricity. North Carolina, some Texas. Milton Keynes, UK. Saw in Oklahoma, PA, UK, another Pottsville, PA. There's my buddy in the blues. What clickbait? What? That's crazy. That's just crazy talk. Thought I saw an Arizona go by. It's going by a little fast. Kentucky, Canada. Not Kentucky, Canada, but you get it. It's going inside Lithuania, London, Stockholm, Wisconsin. A lot of people here. New Jersey. UK, Winnipeg, Arkansas, Florida, DC, North Carolina, Ohio. Boy, we must have a few people here. How we doing on numbers? Well, how's my numbers doing? I better not touch it. Yeah, hold on. I'll play a little guitar too. I'm seeing Scotland, Hartford, Louisiana, good old Germany. Hogwarts, of course. I saw Arizona. I saw Florida. I saw Georgia. I saw another Georgia. Saw England and Rockford and another Scotland. Am I leaving, bro? No, I'm not going anywhere. Pixxy, though. Pixxy's getting the boot. L.A., New York City. I was just down there. New Hampshire, Hades, Chicago. You know? 446. Wow. That's nice. That's a nice opening volley. Oh, man. Denmark, Iceland, Jacksonville, Newtown, Buffalo, Netherlands, another Ireland, Corpus Christi. See that a lot. Alberta, Nebraska, Massachusetts, of course, Rhode Island, Idaho, DC. This is the last Lixxx. I'm going to rebrand the live shows to, like, live show, though not as lame. Motor City, of course, little Sydney, California, Chicago, CT, another Chicago, Indiana. Yeah, well, Pixxy's cool, but I am much cooler. Everyone knows that. Chile, Indianapolis, another CT, little Idaho. Really, we hit 500 already. Wow. That's crazy. Stony Creek. And Peru and China and Rome and Gotham and see Portland, Rochester, Oregon, Florida, Alabama, Amarillo, and which is in Texas, of course. And what else? Earth. That's it. Let's just sum it up. That I'm going to say most people are from Earth. What's up, Cody? Sarnie in Orlando. What's up, Sarnie, my good buddy? All right. Sacramento, North Pole, Yucatan Valley. Nice. I'll be out in Cali next week. You know? So it's, it'll be good. Shout out for your dog, bro. Oh, man. Italia, Tennessee, New Delhi, Kansas City. I think you broke the chat. Boy, it just stopped for a second. So is this one of those new guitars you were talking about? No. Sadly, 2 of the 3 guitars did not show up. But one did. And we will play that guitar tonight. It is right there. It is inches from my fingers. And you can't see it. That was a strategy. That's a little bit of strategery. What's up? What's up, buddy? I saw that dude go by. Goes by Jaheim. You know that dude. I know him. How worried are you about Brady's hand? I'm not worried at all. It's a cut. Why is it death? Because he's not coming back. He once lived, and now he will live on in memory. Who are you anymore? I know. I didn't know for a while. Yeah, clickbait like crazy. Will Vinny Vincent be stopping by? I didn't see it, but I was actually with Bobby today. We took a ride out to Guitar Center, and he was telling me that it seemed a little rough. Is it a PRS? It is not a PRS. It is not a Fender. It is not an Ibanez. In fact, I'm going to say it's not a brand I have ever owned before. Oh my God. Let the speculation begin. Where are the PixxyLixxx sunglasses? Over on my desk. Were you around from the beginning? Remember those sunglasses? I should have wore the sunglasses to start, and he would have died when I took the glasses off. Nice. Is it a Gibson? No. Is it a Sir? No. Is it a Charvel? No. Is it a Monoprice? Dude, how did you know? Is it a Harley Benton? It's not a Harley Benton because Harley Benton is the other guitars. Those are the other 2 that should be showing up. Dude, what's up from Anchorage, Alaska? Thanks, buddy. That went by a little fast. You know, that used to stop, and I could see it for a sec. I think I can click it. Yeah, I can click it. I'm hearing the static. I had the static for a second. What's up, Frank? Rich Alaska, to see you at NAMM. How to see you at NAMM either Thursday or Friday. Well, I'll be at NAMM both Thursday and Friday. And I will be at for sure, you know, because I'll be wandering around the halls. So I'm going to be mobile. So if you see me, just say hello. But don't, feel free to walk up. The for sure one, though, is I believe every day, and definitely Friday and Saturday. Well, I'll be at the Warwick Framers booth. They're going to do like a little GitCon reunion, I think around 5 o'clock. So I'll be sure to be in that area, general vicinity, so you can always see me there. Chapman, Dan Electro, Court, Epiphone, Hamer, Schechter, Kiesel, Framus, all wrong. Hello, Kitty. Damn, Gibson? No. Is it a Baker guitar? No. Sun Valley Super Shredder? No. Ernie Ball Music Man? No. BC Rich? No. Godin? No. Peavy? No. Kramer? No. All right. Now, someone was just throwing up a giant wad of cash here. What was this? RJ, you are mad. Look at you. For the Viper Demo Fund. Yes. Won't you please help? The poor Viper, it's just sitting there. I'll do it. Someday. It's on my bucket list. It really is. Jackson, Handstrom, GNL, Acacia. Acacia? No. Mayones? No. Harmony? No. Diamond? No, that's a good guess. Westone? No, those are cool though, right? Nope, no Chapman. All right, well, by the end of the show, all questions will be answered, all fears will be allayed. Tokai? No. Fujigen? No. No Solar. Oh! It just went by. Oh, it just went by. Oh! But you see, we're 30 seconds delayed. What you're seeing and what I'm seeing are just completely different. And they're just completely different spots in line. But but it did go by. Someone did call it. Someone did get it. It just went by again. The funny thing is that the person who just typed something thinks it's them, but it's not. It's like 20 or 30 seconds earlier. Close. I see a couple that are close, but it's not exactly it. And but one guy had it. One guy absolutely had it. All right, well, I think this guessing game has gotten boring. I'm officially bored with it, but one guy got it, and we'll reveal it soon. Well, let's say we'll reveal it at like 8 o'clock. I'll switch guitars at the 1 hour mark. That sounds good, right? All right. Now, we're just about 20 minutes in. I really got to finish this wall, block out that. I don't know if you guys hear that. That's my condenser draining. Yeah, you wouldn't think it would be that in the winter, but it is. The death of PixxyLixxx. We could just, I mean, I've probably already said everything I need to say about it, but we'll just say it one more time for people who are watching this after it's live. And if you are watching this later, this was a live show. That's what all this nonsense is about. People will go, I don't understand this video. It's very confusing. It's a live show. You know, I think I've said it a bunch of times. The X's get me in trouble. And quite frankly, the name is very sophomoric. And I outgrew the name in about 20 minutes, right? I was, you know, I was over the name pretty quickly. And thanks, Cinero. Thanks so much, buddy. I will have a great NAMM. It'll be a lot of fun. You know, it was one of the things, you know, my wife would say it. She goes, I hate the name because I literally can't tell anyone at work. They say, oh, what's his YouTube channel? And she goes, I can't say PixxyLixxx. She's like, that is like the stupidest fucking name. And I'm like, yeah. Yeah. I know. So, you know, it had to happen. I was ready. It's funny. I went back and I looked through my my emails, and I had an email back in 2012 talking to a friend of mine about maybe doing a rebranding and a redesigning. The new business card fund. Yeah. That's so funny. And that 594 isn't lost on me, bro. Though this guitar I got is not a PRS. I will get a PRS this year. PRS is on the short list. So, you know, it just got to the point where, you know, the name became a bit of an albatross, or as the old mayor of Boston used to say, it's like an Alcatraz around my neck. Dude, God love him. And you know, it became a burden. It was actually manageable until the adpocalypse, which didn't affect me at first, but it started to increase more and more as the algorithm seemed to catch up with my X's. It changed for the worse just recently. In fact, it wasn't maybe the last two live shows, but it might have been the one before that, where before I even started the live show, in other words, you know, you have to go in there and just like set it up, right? Before and so it's set up and it's just sort of sitting there and they have a bunch of icons. Before I had even hit live, they had demonetized it for being inappropriate. It literally had no content. There wasn't 1 second of video footage and I was already demonetized. Yeah, Wombles, miss him. We lived on the same street when I lived in Hyde Park in Reedville. We both lived. He lived on one end of Chesterfield, and I lived down the other end of it. So, you know, it had really become untenable, and I would have to go in, and I would always, you know, ask for a review. But ask anybody on YouTube. The most money you get from your video is in the first like 48 hours. It's pennies after that. You know, you might rake in like $8 or $12 in your first 24 hours. And then that's it. The party's over. All that sweet full dollar money is gone. And now you're lucky if you get 79 cents a month off that video, right? That's what happens with videos. That's the reality. That's why people have 3,500 videos. Because if they can get $1 a video, they might actually make some money, right? So, again, you put all this time into a video, you do all this stuff, and then you just don't, oh my God, Isaac, dude. Thank you, buddy. That's super awesome. And so, you know, it just became one of those things where I had to make a change, and I just couldn't come up with a name. Everything sounded stupid, and I just want to just assure you right now, the name I went with is fucking stupid, all right? Let's just set expectations right now. All right? This name is lame. As lame as it gets. So, right, let's just temper expectations. It's not Music is Win 2. It's not a ninja guitarist. All the cool names are gone. So, you know, I got to go with something that's, no, it's lame. So a lot of people said you should just use your real name. That is actually a pretty common thing on YouTube. But the people, it feels to me like the people who are using their real name are younger people who are a little bit more transient. In other words, they're moving from apartment to apartment. You know, they're not entrenched in some house somewhere. You know, they're moving around a little bit, so no one exactly knows exactly where they are. I'm not, and I've been in this house almost 20 years. And I had an unlisted number. I am fully out there. You know? God, I feel like I'm just hitting this. So it's like I'm fully out there, and I can't do it. And I made a promise to my family that I would never use the name, and I'm going to stick to that promise. Because I did. And my name sucks anyway, all right? Let's just put it out there. I'd have to cut out your tongue to pronounce it correctly, all right? It's horrible. It's a terrible name, and so it just sucks. So with that out of the way, I did like the idea of just using Steve, right? But Steve by itself is just kind of lame. So, and, you know, drum roll, please. I was supposed to bring a drum pad here and set it up. I didn't do it. Got busy. So the let me set this up here because we're building suspense. Oh, it's going to be disappointing. All right, let me just tell you right now. Get ready for the disappointment. Okay. So I do like the idea of Steve, of using Steve in some way. And the number 2 question I get is where you're from. It really is. It's weird as that sounds. Right after where do you get your Chinese guitars, but then it's where are you from? So the name of the channel will be, and I told you it's fucking lame, Steve from Boston. And so that's what I'm going with. I know it sucks. All right, calm down. Stop laughing. It's I am fucking creatively bankrupt. Okay, that's all I could come up with. So I'm going with Steve from Boston. And if you went to stevefromboston.com, it should redirect to the PixxyLixxx website. I bought the URL just so if I wanted to do a website in you know, in the future, you know, I'd at least have the URL. So there you go. It's it's fucking horrible. It's lame. I told you it was lame. I fucking told you. You wouldn't listen. I begged you not to watch. You're still here. See, now that rerun of Laverne and Shirley's looking really fucking good, right? So, and there you go. Lame is good. And you know why it's good? Because I can go to the NAMM show and I can say, hi, Steve from Boston. And let's face it, it's my name when I call in off the radio. And I'm going to be honest, and local people will know this, it might be a little nod to Butchie from the Cape. This is Butchie from the Cape. The fucking Red Sox are fucking killing me. So, it's not that lame. Well, I like that. Yeah, I want my $20 back. Yeah, see? Hey, sorry, no refunds. Yeah, I know, that's it, I know. Man, my subscriber base just went down like 4 people. I know, I miss Pixxy already. Yo, you mother... I'm way cooler than Pixxy. But you know what? I have to do it. And I have to go with something lame because you know what? If I didn't do that, if I even went with something even slightly controversial, YouTube wouldn't even allow me to use that name. They were really that bad. You know? Steve from Boston, yeah. I know. See? Let that sink in. Let that sink in a second. But try, just you out there, try, I wonder if the URL is propagated. Try stevefromboston.com. and see if that, you don't need to put a www in front of it. It should redirect you to my page. And then, yeah, Steve's Basement would have been cool. Yeah, I know. I thought about that. Yeah, yeah. Well, maybe we'll rebrand in the future. But I can't, it's almost like hard to say Steve's Basement. I know, it could have been. What if I move out of the basement? Yeah, now your PixxyLixxx cup is worth $1 million. Same if you have any of the PixxyLixxx picks. Those are collectibles now. Those are massive collectibles. Where did the PixxyLixxx moniker come from originally? It was for a contest for Steel Panther. Hold on, I gotta move something here. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna move that. And I gotta move this. There we go. That's a little better. Yeah, you got Steve porn URLs. Yeah, well, it happens. At least spell Steve with 3 V's. Yeah, it's a weekly rebrand. See, I'm going to rebrand every week to avoid confusion. The Tone Lord. Steve from Boston. Yeah, it sends you to PixxyLixxx. Yeah, good. Yeah, a lot of people seem to like Steve's Basement. I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed. I told you would be. I warned you. Yeah. All right. What are we down to? Did we drop down to 3 people watching? Yeah. You know what? Someone just said it, too many YouTubers are giving up and giving it. You know what? We have to. We got to play the game. And unfortunately, I went with a Steve's Basement probably could have worked, but too late now. There was a reason against it. There might have been someone out there with the Basement Show, and I felt it was too much. And then a lot of people were asking me to use my name, and that's why I did the Steve from Boston. Thanks to do something like Steve's World of Music. I did drop $11 on that URL. Hold on, I gotta click this if I want to see it. Yeah, exactly. In the blues, people have been calling you Pixie for 5 years to come. Exactly. Do something like or Steve's Studio, Steve's World of Music. Yeah, I suppose I could. The reason why I did the Boston thing is because sometimes I feel very associated with the city. Like when Shane came up, did the tour and stuff. And I just think, at some point you got to make a choice. And, yeah, Steve from Boston. It is what it says it is. Right? So, anyway, there's that. Pixie Steve. Yeah, I had to get rid of the Pixie. You take the PixxyLixxx name now? No, that's copyrighted for everything. Not really. Make up for the name change by revealing the new acts. Yeah, you guys, is it time to bring out the new acts? It's going a little fast on me, guys. I'm trying to read one line and I can't. The Boston Shredder. Yeah, that's not a bad name. I don't consider myself a shred guy. I mean, I guess people do, but I'm not like that Ingve. I can't even do that for one bar. So there's that. Beantown Brown sound. Yeah, see, the Beantown invites a lot of fart jokes because people are just that crafty. All right, can you explain what bus means? What I'm talking? Yeah, bus is just a channel, but a bus can have many things on it, like a real bus. Pat's losing to Jacksonville tomorrow. I don't know. We'll see. They seem to be heavily favored. I think Brady would have to get like really clobbered, you know. Hey, thanks. Oh, sorry, it went by real fast. Hold on. I hate this. Mouse is over here. Where can I move this? Can I move this over here? Just a little bit. Yeah, it's a little better. Kevin, thank you, Kevin. Super appreciated, man. Give Chris his $2 back. Where's my $2? What's that? What's that reference from? $2. Pat's not losing. I agree with you, Jablonski. It's funny, Jablonski. I was moving some guitars, and I was like, now what the hell is this guitar? And I opened up and said, oh, my God. It's his Pacificas. I totally forgot about those. I'll see you in a year. I see Tone King here. Ah, Fast Newbie got it. Say to so does Dave. Love. The international language of love. Better off dead. No, see, you got the Ferris Bueller's. Different guy. It's you talking Cusack. Pixie is dead, Pat slows. Oh, God. I hope I didn't curse him. Is Pixie buried beside Kramer? Yeah, so what's up with that? I mean, Gibson not going to NAMM? You know, like, for sure Kramer won't be there. Did you see the new, they're called the original series. Thanks, Fake Dollar. Super appreciated. There's a new, I think it's called the American Original Series. It's basically their version of like the American Vintage. And then there's what is it, like a mishmash one that they're doing? I forget what it's called. It's like, God, I don't have it in front of me. But, you know, it's sort of a mashup. Everything's all with the mashups. You know. Well, people are getting them. Pixie, I'm freaked out. I can't spend 50 on the super chat. Please respond. I don't know. Okay. You mean you're trying to do that and they won't let you do it? Maybe because you... Wait a sign for a $50 donation. Okay. Guys, sorry, it's just going fast. I'm having trouble reading it. I just laughed because someone just wrote, geez, please stop naming locations. So, like, clearly they started this at, like 40 minutes ago and they're at the beginning. It's so funny. Like 20 minutes from now, I'll see Better Off Dead. It's like someone behind in the feed. Someone gave you 50. Yeah, I saw that. Who did? Isaac. It says, yeah. It says A and then 50. Was it supposed to be a question? Because I didn't see one on the thing. It's still on my page, but when I see it, it only says 50. It doesn't say, was there a question there? Because I don't see it. Oh, I was only to spend, I haven't sent 50. I'm freaking out. Yeah, there's nothing I can do about that. And I won't get 50. YouTube will keep 45% of it. It's a racket. Ah, right. Yeah, I don't think there's any way I can change that. And there's certainly nothing on my end. I don't even know where. I mean, I could talk with Tone King or whatever, but I don't think so. I've never. Yeah, I see Super Chat. I can see send a Super Chat or cancel. But I think I get the same thing you do. We don't have a lot of control over that. That's like all YouTube. It's not like I can go in there and just say, oh, refund. That's not on my end. Right. Well, maybe it won't go through. I don't know. Again, I don't have anything to do with that. Ah, he wanted to give 100. Oh, I hear you. Yeah. Yeah, no, they take 45%. That's what you get to use the platform. Yeah, I think that's what happened, Tone King. Yeah, V-Man probably has it right. All right. Any word on the Fender Vaporizer? Is that a new, I haven't heard about that. I did see, and I was just talking about it. The new Fender series, right? They have an original series. Making up for YouTube taking half last time. Whatever, thanks, buddy. Yeah, it's a racket, you know. That's why YouTube is making money hand over fist. If I understand correctly, you have to change your username. Yeah, I'm changing it. Yeah, I think Tone King's right. I don't think you can refund a super chat. That's not. It doesn't go to something like I get. I won't even see that money for like 30 days. Right? I would see that money next month, at the end of next month. Is that what it is? Is it the Fender Parallel Universe? Is that what they're calling it? The new Fender lineup? That got leaked. Remember, it showed up online. I'm sorry, Isaac, buddy. I wish there was something I could do. I'm feeling bad. But I don't think there is. You know, if In the Blues or Tone King know of any way, let me know. But as far as I've never seen anything, they don't let us touch that stuff. They go, yeah, we collect all the money and then we pay you what we want. It's like, like I said, it's a racket. I just got here. Is that a new guitar? No, I've actually had this one a little bit. This is the Ibanez 7 series that I picked up for $275 a couple years ago, right before NAMM. And we were discussing whether this was my greatest score ever for that kind of money. But Yeah, the guitar's like an offset parallel universe is correct. Okay. Yeah, is it me, or did some of them look a little bit like G&Ls? Right? With the way they put like the Telecaster with the pickguard or the, right? A lot of people were calling that out. It looked a little G&L-ish. A little bit. What's up, Whip? Yeah, I think In the Blues is right on that. There's no direct way for me to touch it. We'll have to set up a GoFundMe for him. I know. I told you it was. I told you, Slip Rock. But, you know, it's the best I could come up with. Yeah, I'm not dying. Well, I am, but not anytime soon that I am aware of. Hopefully far in the future. Clickbait? No. Pixxy's dead. We killed him about a half hour ago. Not even 20 minutes. All right. Well, is it time to break out the new guitar? Oh, God, I'm always reaching for the wrong mouse here. Yeah. Clickbait? No, we killed Pixxy. He's dead. It's over. Pixxy's over. I'll have it all rebranded by Monday. And we'll come back in 2 weeks. We'll rebrand again. All right. I think we should. How am I going to do this? I should, well, okay. I'll move this over like that, just to give me a little room. And maybe I'll take this off. Yeah, because that already has a strap. I'll put this over here. Like that. God. Too many wires. Too many cables. Alright, that's good. And then like this. Well, actually, I can even leave this on. We'll take that off. We'll go like this. Well, you know what? I'll mute the audio. Mute. Oh. And we're back. Oh. Because you got to unmute it. You have to subscribe to Steve from Boston's new subscription rollover. It just rolls over. I'm just changing the name of the channel. You know. I don't know if you can see it, but it's got the, I see it's a little hard to see. It's got the bird's eye maple fingerboard, stainless steel frets, the Allen Holdsworth headstock, which, can they get away with this? Because Music Man owns 4.2. This is 2.4. Is that enough? Because can you reverse a headstock and get around a patent? I don't know. Spurzell tuners. It's most likely a maple neck through with an alder body. It's a DC 127, so I think these are the C22s? I forget. They, it used to all just be M22, but then they changed it. Coil cuts, out of phase switch, toggle switch, master volume, master tone. Neck through. Feels a little bright, but I don't know how it's looking on the screen. Let me just breathe into this. Yep, 220 pulls. Exactly. Yeah, Carvin died. Carvin's fine. Carvin Guitars is fine. Carvin amps, they're most likely going to get imported. I have a feeling Carvin will stick around as a brand, maybe, unless it's ordered to be sold by bankruptcy. But assuming they get to keep the name, which they might not be able to, then yeah, they're probably going to switch to an import. It plays so nice. And Shane will tell you, he did a whole video on this. I bought it used, and Carvin and Kiesel much better than Carvin. They just don't hold their value on the secondary market, and he hit the nail on the head. It's because they're all custom made. There's really no stock model. Every time you get a Carvin, you order it from the factory, and you can order it any way you want. And so there's so many different options and so many different, styles that there's really no one set style. And because of that, they're a little bit depressed, I think, on the used market in terms of price. And I bought it used for a very depressed price with a hard shell case. I was like, damn. And, so you get like neck through American-made construction with a, bird's eye maple fingerboard. The thing is gorgeous. Stainless steel frets. For a short, I was Skyping with Tone King, and we sort of like ran the numbers, and he's like, you're getting it for around a third of retail. That's a good place to be. About 66% off. I noticed the stainless steel frets right away because they're slippery. They're very slippery frets. When you bend, there's not a lot of friction there. So for that, I think the stainless steel is pretty killer. string through. Yeah. Yeah. You probably thought I was getting some Floyd Rose. But then I blow your mind. That's the craziness you can expect from Steve from Boston. Yeah, roughly beards and beers. Beer and beards. Yeah. In the ballpark. Yeah, I got to think this is an off-white. It's like a cream. I agree. It's not pearl though. Because they make a pearl, but it's not pearl. It's just regular paint. It's not a pearlescent paint. So, I really dig it. It was one of those things where I said, you know what, I could love it or hate it. Let me try it. And if I hate it, I'll just bring it back. And I was like, oh man, boy, that's nice. This I'm confused. This is going to take me a while to get used to. So I'll have to come up with, yeah, I did talk about the new channel. It's, get ready. guys, tell them. Break the bad news to them. What's up, Manchester? Yo, what's up, Flipside? Scale length? I don't even know. That's a great question. I don't know. It feels like a Gibson. Strat feels, I think, a little longer. I could be wrong. Well, it's 24 frets, so it might not be. Maybe it is 20, 25 and a quarter. Vinnie Vincent is back and is going to play with Gene in the fall. Are you serious? What was that? Vinnie Vincent is back and is going to play with Gene for the Vault. Have you seen the interview with Vinnie at the Kiss Expo? No, but I was with Bobby today, and Bobby feels that, Vinnie might be transitioning. I don't know. I didn't see the interview. Not that there's anything wrong with that. I like the name Steve from Boston. Good. I'm glad. It you know what? It grew on me, and I ran a bunch past my wife, and she just kept going back to that one, and she's like, just look up Steve from Boston. And she goes, even Steve's Basement sounded, that was under consideration, believe it or not, because people had suggested that earlier. And I used those suggestions. And it just, we just kept coming back to that one. She's like, you know what? It's straight up Steve from Boston. You know? And you know what might endear me to it? My years listening to Howard Stern. Right? Because it's always, you know, Tommy from Malden. Or, you know, whatever, right? So it's like there's all these people that call in. And they, you know, they have monikers like that. And they're out there. So, you know, that might have been a little bit of it. You know, help make the decision. This guitar plays so freaking nice. I didn't think I was gonna like the I don't know what the C22. Did we ever figure out what these pickups are? C22s? I don't think they're M22s, because I think they make an M22, a C22, like a V22. I think they make a whole bunch of different ones right now. So what's stock in the DC-127? And this serial number is in the 100,000s. All right. If you look at Carvin, like straight up Carvin before Carvin turned to Kiesel, so technically this was made by Kiesel, right? They end at 95,000, right? So if you're north of 100,000, I think it's after 2015. This was most likely made in 2015 or later. Yeah, exactly, Chad. That's called a paradox. Or irony, really. C22, right. Drop D, please. All right. All right, hold on. We'll do a little drop D. C major 7. D major 7. Back to A. And then I think I need that bridge pickup on. Maybe we'll try the single coils. Oh, I like that. That's a hard song to play, man. It really is. All right, well, we're here. He probably didn't mean that when he said play. You gotta think. He wasn't talking about that. Oh, dude. Okay, this is my new favorite guitar. All right. That is cool, though. Later, Shane. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. I even laugh at that. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, Shane, buddy. He says the neck width is too narrow on conference. I like that. See, I'm on that complete other side of that. In fact, I was talking to Bobby about it today. I've rejected guitars that I've liked because the neck width was too wide. I struggle more with the width than the depth, just from the shape of my hands. I'm more of a thinness side to side than even a thinness front to back. I can tolerate a front to back, but side to side it doesn't work for me. I don't know. Maybe it's because I played so many wizard necks, and those necks are just smaller necks. I don't know. We have a working theory, Captain. Something like that. You got to admit, that tone's pretty damn good. Yeah, it is kind of like a Brown sound. It's the closest I've come to what I think sort of sounds like Van Halen, you know. I got the delay and the reverb on it, but so did he. Let's be honest. Not all the time, but he should have. What are you playing through? I'm playing through software, TH3. Sloppy there. Is my coffee empty? Yeah. Sadly, it is empty. That's all right. I don't think I could go for another one, but maybe later. Can you play Satch Boogie? No, not really. Something like something like It's been a long time. The other one. Chad, thanks so much, buddy. Hey, Steve, looking forward to seeing you at NAMM. Have a drink on me. I'll see you at NAMM. If you see me, just yell, Steve from Boston. So that way they know which Steve you're yelling. See, that's why I had to do Steve from Boston, because if I just did Steve, people at NAMM would be yelling Steve, and every Steve would turn around, but now they can yell Steve from Boston. It's genius. It actually is genius. Thanks for hanging out, Vintage Vinyl Vets. And we got to review some vinyl records. Nice. I found the other day what I thought were vinyl records, but they were laser discs. Couple of old TNGs kicking around. Kiss from Creatures of the Night. I forget it now. See you, Mr. Bissy. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. Are you a fan of Gary Hoey? I'm a huge fan of Gary Hoey. I got all Hoeys. I was so into that dude. I was so jealous of him in the 90s. I was so into him in the 90s when he had all the Hoeys out. I was like, damn, this dude's living it. He's living it. What is a fair price for an RG 550 Desert Yellow? It depends on the condition, all right? Now, here's the thing. Everybody who has one of those guitars thinks that they're worth $1 million. They're not, all right? Especially in Desert Sun Yellow. I have one right there. See mine? Right? I know I traded that for Bobby, but I know that he didn't pay a lot of money for it. Now, granted, that guitar has some condition issues, but he paid right around $300, $250, $300 for it, right? It wasn't a lot of money. That's on the low side. That's on the very, very low side. Most of them are going to be around $450, maybe $550, right? About a buck a model number. When they start to get more than that, when they start to get to like $700 or $800 or $900, it has to be in road flare red. And be careful that it's not fire engine red or fire station or whatever, fire engine red or whatever they called it. Fire red. It's not the same. And believe it or not, one is more orange. The fire one is more orange, and the road flare is actually more pink. That road flare one, believe it or not, is the one that gets the most money out there. But the desert yellow one was the more common one, right? No one bought the road flare red. That's why they're so rare. The yellow ones were very popular, so they should be lower in price because there's just more of them. But look around. You know, I think between $300 and $600 is a fair price. And again, that's a sliding scale depending on condition. And watch out on the back of the headstock because they cracked. A lot of those headstocks cracked. Mine's cracked, but it doesn't mean it won't work. But it's going to be cracked. So just know that there's a cracking issue. That's why the new ones, they put the volute on, like this has. See, it's got a little mountain of wood right there to help correct the angle break and give it a little bit of support. Ibanez does that now. They didn't do that back then, and so you see them out there. That's where reverb and I think Music Go Round and eBay, they're a little pricey on the RG 550. I might be more inclined to look locally on Craigslist, on Guitar Center used, because they keep prices low. But really, you want to hang out at like the Gem site, and they have a sale form on there. And everybody on there, they keep prices low, pretty low on there, because they're all like, yeah, it's not worth that. So just like if you go to Strat Talk forum, People are like, oh, how much is my Strat worth? They're like, 300. They're like, what? Because these guys keep prices low. So, look around. What's interesting is that the out comes the 30th anniversary of the 550. Comes out at NAMM. I'll see it next week. I'll see it in less than a week from now. And it's going to be made in Japan, but is it Fujigen making it? Or is it Dynagaki? Did they change people, or is it going to be made in Indonesia? I don't even know. It all will be answered next week when I go there. But they are coming out with the 30th anniversary of the RG 550 and 570, but not the 550, which threw Bobby into a rage. But we'll see next week. What's up, Ibanez? Guitar, these names, you're killing me. Yeah, I know, Jorge. I agree. But it's the situation I find myself in. Is it Fujigen? Is it still Fujigen? It's still Fujigen? Okay. Then that's going to be a great guitar. Was it Fender that changed? Fender changed to Dynagaki. I see Garki. That's Boston, right? You put R's where they don't belong. It's Gaki. Hey, Steve, how's it going? Do you have a new name for the channel? I'm late to the party. Yeah. Brace yourself. It's we put together a crack team of focus groups, and by that I mean several six-packs, and we came up with Steve from Boston. Since you have a carving place of Jason Becker, I wish I could. I wish I could. I'm probably worse, at Jason Becker than anybody, because his stuff is very technical. He is an amazing player. Hey, from Manchester, UK. Hey, Steve, finally saw this. Hey, thanks for showing up. Play some Steel Panther. I did earlier. Where were you for that? I am loving this guitar. Hello, Seattle. Now, I didn't see Vinnie Vincent. Tell me, people. All right, you guys. All right, now you got my attention. How did he look? What? How did he look? Because he was having an alcohol problem, right? Didn't he get? He had made the news a couple of years ago for being arrested for domestic violence, right? Drunkenness, or both. So if you saw him, if you saw Vinnie Vincent, how did he look? Did he look like he got his act together, or because you can kind of tell people look various. I can tell you this much: I've seen Ozzy look better later, be sharper and more, together later than he was earlier. You'd think he's like fading, but he was just all messed up. Does it gent? I have no idea. I don't even know what that is really, other than chugga chugga chug chug. Is it the Cookie Monster? Is that gent? Is that officially gent? He looked like a woman. Somebody said that they felt like they thought he was transitioning, but Whatever he wants. I'll be honest. When you get older, you realize that a lot of people wait till their parents die, and then they come out because they don't want to disappoint their parents. They come out in their 50s and 60s after the death of their parents, which is sad. That's a sad commentary. Your guess was from Worcester? I think I have more of a Worcester accent. Or Springfield. Yeah, some Beatles. Well, I tell you, one of the saddest stories I saw about Vinnie Vincent was his lawsuit against Gene Simmons that he lost. He's getting some royalties from the Kiss albums. He feels like he's owed more royalties. He sues, and when you sue under copyright, it's in federal court. It's expensive. He goes through the process, he loses. As a part of it, you're able to get in federal court under certain circumstances, if you can show that it's, like a frivolous lawsuit, you can at least ask the court for your attorney's fees. Normally in America, you don't get your attorney's fees, but you can in certain circumstances. Well, of course, Gene's lawyers ask for the attorney's fees, and it's like $400,000 in attorney's fees or some crazy shit. And, of course, Vinnie Vincent doesn't have the money to pay the attorney's fees, so his attorneys say, well, why don't you assign his royalties to Mr. Simmons so Mr. Simmons can collect those as a part of a way to pay him back for all his legal expenses? And the court agreed. And they assigned, against Vinnie Vincent's wishes, his royalties to Gene Simmons as a way. They basically attached it. They got an attachment on his royalties. A lien. And he took all, so he went in there looking for more royalties and left with zero. That'll drive a man to drink. I'm racking my brain for Vinnie Vincent era tunes. I played a little bit. And I know that's wrong. That's not right. I'm trying to think of another tune from that era. That's riff-based. What was it? 'Cause I still love you. Minor, like... It's that's a ballad, right? Like a power ballad. That's actually a great tune. That's one of their best tunes. Is that power ballad that they do? Was it called "I Still Love You"? It's a Paul song, right? That's a killer. Yeah, sad, right? The poor dude, but Gene doesn't have much of a sense of humor, it seems. Yeah, I Love It Loud, but I Love It Loud is, I forget it now. I love it. I don't know. That's later. Love the new wall. Add to the PRS fund. Thanks so much, Justin. Dude, super appreciated. Super appreciated. Heaven's on Fire is the first Kiss song I learned, yeah. We used to... Is it D? No, it's C. I think it goes to the, he goes to like to the 5, and then they... Well, yeah, Lick It Up is the Vinnie Vincent era, right? Is Lick It Up Vinnie Vincent? It is, right? Heaven's on Fire is Kulick, yeah. Someone said play Lydian. Well, Simpsons is Lydian. That's all Lydian. It's Mark St. John. Is it Mark St. John? No, Mark St. John was on Animalize, but was he already playing the guitar? Right? Is Vinnie Vincent on the cover of Lick It Up, but not playing a single riff? Right on there, right? Kiss. God knows. You know how many times I find out later? I'm like, yeah, that was Ace. Like Ace didn't play on that. They brought in Bob Kulick. I'm like, oh man. Why the need for the name change? It's the monetization. It's the X's are killing me, and you know, it's become a problem. Maybe we'll try the single coil. Thank you, P. Brown. Enjoy NAMM. Go by the Shore booth and tell Brian Pete from Chicago says hi. I will. I will. Oh, shit. Lick It Up was Vinny. Okay, yeah. You don't know, right? I mean, Kiss is such a, like, it is. Ace is still in the band. Not the droids you're looking for. It's like those guys. Right? So. Has anyone ever come by Vinny's signature model? Now, who was he with when he did his signature? Was it Kramer? Who did who did the Vinny? Was it Jackson? I forget. What's up, Marwan? I'm late to the show. Did you come up with a new name? Yes, I did. And you're going to wish you didn't throw that $10 up there, bro. It is lame. But I had to make it. Greetings, Germany. Guten Tag. Yeah, we went with we went with we went with Steve from Boston. I know, calm down. It sucked. Yeah, Vinny did not do Animalize. Yeah, I didn't think so. I thought that was Mark St. Vincent, right? And then he developed a hand problem, and then he was off, and they brought in Bruce, and Bruce just played with them, I want to say, through 94, 95. So he was a pretty good run with Bruce. I saw Kiss in 83 with Vinnie Vincent. They played a show that had a lot of empty seats in Worcester. And that show, they had so few seats sold down in Providence that they combined the Providence seats and the Worcester seats. That's how bad it was. And it was Vinnie Vincent on guitar. And then I saw him. Any thoughts of the passing of Dolores O'Riordan? Yeah, it was sad. You know, it's always sad. You know, it's like, I know you young guys, you see 46, you're just like, oh, that's old. That's not old. Okay, my dad's 84. That's getting up there. That's old, right? 46 is young. And so it's sad. You know, it's like you... what's wrong with the X's? It's they don't have people that look this stuff over. It's all done through a scoring system with an algorithm, and X's score fairly high on the shit list. Yeah, SFB. The great thing is that SFB can be used, look, like with an STP sticker, or, you know, any of like the Martha's Vineyard sticker. I mean, there's all kinds of ways. I'm gonna do it. Right, so it's you know, it's a new beginning. I'll find something to do with it. Jesus, my foot. There we go. I'm gonna move my legs out. Wait, hold on. Shit. All right. These are the paper towels I used to clean up the coffee spill right before I came on. I was like, oh yeah, everything's on. Oh my God! Luckily, it had a lid on, but the lid leaked a little bit. I just had to pick up a few little splashes. It wasn't, you know, it wasn't crazy. Yeah, did YouTube act like it's porn because of the X's? Yeah, and you know who else wouldn't allow me to do it? This should have been the writing on the wall. I should have got rid of it then. I had a real trouble getting Facebook and YouTube. I had to modify my names to get them to accept them. That was probably the writing on. That was the hint right there. And to get PixxyLixxx to even work. That's why I'm PixxyLixxx. Really, you know. So, you know, it's it is what it is. They score it high. Someone had just asked a question that looked, next guitar, PRS. It's official. The next guitar will be, a PRS. Maybe we'll go to something maybe a little bit bluesier. A little Engage single coil. Yeah, exactly, Kareem. All right, I'm already over that sound. like a gnat. That's the one I like. That's my PRS or PRS, the second one. Yeah, which model PRS? That's a great question. I'm sort of all over the place. And for the longest time, it was going to be the 513, which is now replaced with the 509. I sort of like that pickup system. But then I went to GitCon and I played a bunch. I played the 22, the 24, a McCarty 594, and I think that's all I had. That's what I remember. And they had some SEs there, but those are the ones I remember. And they had a Paul's guitar in the studio, but I don't think I played those. The Custom 24, I got to say, I got lost on the neck a little bit a couple of times. It was almost like too confusing. The 22 was awesome. But that McCarty was the best one. Now, the McCarty, the reason why it was so awesome was probably like a $4,500 guitar. It was like artist. It was like wood, library. It was like, I mean, just every option you could tick off, they ticked it off. It was a showcase guitar with a solid rosewood neck. It was nice. But you know what I liked? I liked the pattern vintage neck on it. I think I liked it better than the wide thin or the wide fat or whatever they called it now. Pattern, whatever. This pattern vintage, pattern wide, and pattern something I forget now. They have a couple of different ones. But I really like the neck on that. Pattern thin. That's definitely one of them. I don't know. Do you know any Juicy J songs? I don't. I barely know who Juicy J is. Get one with a Floyd, yeah. Yeah, I'm a UFC guy. I just don't know it yet. Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I was way into boxing. My dad and I used to watch all the, we were way into watching Muhammad Ali, and then, of course, Mike Tyson. Jesus. Yeah, you always watch Tyson. But, boxing's sort of over. Joe Walsh, yeah. Let's, Gangsta Hood, yeah. All right, well, who wrote these lyrics if you're so gangsta? Where have you been on a little vacation? Oh, by the way, congratulations. Who's the lucky dude? I don't have a clue. Then she said, the lucky man is you. I dropped my brew. And there you have it. What's this death of Pixie stuff? I got to change my name, Hank. I'm getting screwed on the ad stuff. The X's are killing me, so I changed it to Steve from Boston because it is what it says it is. Let's not overthink it. Hank knows it. Yeah, I was a rapper. Are you ending your channel? No, I'm rebranding it. Should have done Steve in the States. Poor Nick. Is the guitar lighter than a Strat? Hold on. I think the Strat's a little heavier. I think the Strat's a tiny... They're about the same. They're about the same. I might even say the stretch, but you know, my right hand's a little weaker than my left hand. You know how that goes. I'm a lefty. So my right hand, I'm like, shit, that's really heavy. My left hand's like, that's easy, bitch. What amp are you playing? I'm doing the software. PH3. Yeah, but I'll bet the Strat's, it is heavy, but the Strat's heavy too. The Strat's probably Alder too. So they're probably fairly similar. The difference is that this has a maple neck and that has a rosewood neck. But what's the density difference between rosewood and maple? Maple's actually really friggin' dense. That's a dense wood. And pretty friggin' hard too. So, I don't know. You know? Plus, you know, like anything is... You know, some trees, some wood's a little bit heavier than others, right? It's like it's a natural product, so there's variations in density and moisture content. Nature of the beast. I keep hearing this. I hope I'm not clicking around too loud on you. You right lefty but play right-handed. Yeah, the only thing I do right-handed is play guitar. Like I'm left-handed hitting, throwing, hockey, all lefty. Whip has got to go. See you, buddy. Yeah. Amplitude. No, I'm not using Amplitude. Using TH3. Cambridge. Chambered. He's writing chambered. Like it was Coheed and Cambria or whatever. No, it's solid. This is a solid one. You know what I do want? I'd love to get the, now that I really know that I love this, I'd take an Alan Holdsworth in a heartbeat. Joe Perry, same way. You know who else is lefty? Nick Johnson. He's also a lefty who plays righty. It is an ominous vid title. Gus G, Andy James, and myself are left-handed. I wonder if there's a strategy to that. What's up, Knoxville? Hey, Ron, what's up, buddy? There it is. Don't like the color too plain? Yeah. Yeah, it's kind of plain. It's got the killer, I don't know if you can see that. It's got the killer bird's eye maple fingerboard. That's nice. What kind of eye? Bird's eye. Yeah, you didn't know I could rap, did you? I can't. Can we get some Dio? Yeah, now there's a band that actually know how to play. I always play the same one though. Stockholm, how do you get a clear sound like you do when you do it live? Well, you use no microphones except for this one. This is all run direct, right? So if I didn't do this, do I have a master? Geez, I guess they don't. Wow. Is there a master here I can do? Nope. All right. Nope. Okay. I was gonna was going to bypass it so you could hear the guitar directly, but it doesn't have a bypass. Could try a little and I think this is out of phase. Yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, that's definitely out of phase. That's like triple out of phase. That's single coil out of phase. That last one. But that's just single coil. No, that's humbucker. That's single coil. Out of phase. But out of phase only works when you have two pickups on. Alright. There's my dual heavy rig. Sorry guys, I'm scratching my throat. What TH3 preset were you using? Dual heavy rig. Dual, D-U-A-L, heavy rig. Dual heavy rig. Oh, you probably wanted that on the clean. Okay, all right. I'm just trying out switches. I think I like the other. This is a little bit. See you, Jim. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. You still play your Chinese guitars? Yeah, but almost only the Iomi. The rest I very rarely play. Once in a while, the like ES335 copy, but that's just to make sure the strings haven't completely fallen off the neck. The only good one was really the Iomi. The EVH could be good. The EVH copy. I got to finish working on it, and it's been a project for like 3 years in the making. .420 time, be right back. You got it, buddy. Yeah, this is a DC 127. What carbon model is that? This is a DC 127. Can you play the Titanic theme song? No, I never learned it. You know, and those are the type of songs that you do learn because you're like, you know, you learn it so you can be ironical. Yes. Thanks, Terry. My wife and I did a video of the Wind Cries Mary the other day on my channel the other day. Oh, nice. It's you know, that's one of those ones where Hendrix takes 3 chords. You know what? Let me go to a clean sound. Where he takes 3 chords, right? These are the chords. The chords are right. That's it, and he plays it twice. It's the same 3 chords, but what he does is he adds the 5th on the bottom. Already makes it sound like a completely different chord, even though it's the same chord. And then he goes, he does the inversions where the 3 is on the bottom instead of the 1. Well, really the 5. So he takes these 3 chords and turns it into this. That's the genius of Hendrix. It's just his ability to turn what's a very simple phrase into something that's still simple. That's his genius. But it's just got enough change that it makes it something special. And that was his thing, man. It's almost talking like, oh, what makes Hendrix so special? It's like everything, bro. If you even have to ask that question, you need more research. What makes Hendrix special? Yeah, you find me someone before Hendrix who sounded like Hendrix. Anybody. Nobody did. You know, nobody was going. See you, David. Steve X, yeah. And I've been busy with the band Nice Carving. What's up with the death thing? Is everything okay? Everything's fine. I had to kill the PixxyLixxx name because it was killing me with the adpocalypse. And it finally caught up with me. And it had to go. And it's gone. You'll see it by Monday. Monday. Hey, Steve, I play guitar lefty. Oh, poor you. That's tough. You know, I have a few lefty friends. And let me tell you. So, you know, I'm lefty, but I play righty. But it's just so hard, you know, you know, a new guitar comes out and you're like, are you making any lefties? They're like, maybe. And that's a nice way of saying no. Jimmy will always be the man. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. You know? There it is. Can you play any Survivor songs except Eye of the Tiger? I don't even think I can play Eye of the Tiger. I'm missing something. Everyone's congratulating Showman. For something. Any Pat Travers? No, not really. That's Pat Travers. Is that Boom Boom, I'll go the lights? I can't wait to see the lefty Chapmans at NAMM. Yeah, again, they come out with their line, and then a year later they finally come out with the lefty. Lefties are always at a disadvantage, unfortunately, because it's such a small segment of the market. They, you know, they don't want to do it. See you, Chris. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. I just came on to see what does this mean. It means I'm rebranding. Because I have to. Got to get rid of the X's. The X's got to go. You know how to play a DOA by Van Halen? Yeah, but you got to imagine me pulling the whammy bar up with that. Steve, were you forced to write right-handed as a child? No. That was long over. No, they used to do that, but no. I think they stopped doing that Well, long before I was born, they stopped switching that. But yeah, it used to be. They felt like if you were left-handed, you were like, it literally meant like sinister, right? Or like gauche, right? Like what do I want to say? Like clumsy, right? Why not PixxyLixxx? You know what? I worry it's too close. And my wife hates PixxyLixxx. She's like, I can't tell any of my friends at work about it. You know, she works in a corporate environment. And they're like, what's your husband's channel? And she's like, now she can just say Steve from Boston. If she said PixxyLixxx, it was, you know, you get 10 ads from that. They're like, what the fuck is that? See, we get it because we know the reference. We know Nikki Sixx and Lexi Fox and the parody. But if you don't get the joke, you stand there confused. And like any joke, it wears off. And for me, it had worn off in like 2012. And that's about my speed. And then by 2012, I had made up my mind. And by 2018, I finally did the change. That's about me. About a 6-year incubation period. Thanks, Austin, buddy. Give us a blues lesson, please. I mean, what's there to know? He had one more note. You know, you just got to add that. And your usual ending spots are the 1 or the 5. Throw in a little chromaticism so you end at a spot. Just adding that tritone note. You know. So this is not a porn channel? No. Yeah, exactly. Pixie's cool one. Isaac nailed it. Isaac just nailed it. That's the most accurate thing I've ever seen, like in the comments. Pixie is cool when it's somebody else, but when it's you, it's a curse. Truer words have never been spoken. That's it, man. I had Foo Fighter syndrome. Thanks, Todd. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. Much appreciated. Touch Too Much by AC/DC. I don't think I know Touch Too Much. Touch Too Much. Right? No. Touch Too Much. Touch Too Much. I forget it now. It seems like a touch. Feels like it should be E. That feels like what it should be. Do we need to resubscribe? Nope. Just sit back and let me do the work. It's just that when you go to look for PixxyLixxx, it'll be renamed. Here's the other reason why to do it now. I'm not verified. You can't really get verified until you get past 100,000 subscribers. So if you get verified under a name and you change your name, you lose verification. And you have to go through the verification process all over again. And I've seen people with 1 million subscribers change their name and lose their verification and never get it back. So you just got to be careful with that. So make the change now, and if you ever get verified, good, you're good to go. Oh, it's the wrong mouse. Is there a cost for changing the channel name? No, just hassle. Yeah, street cred. Thanks, Frank. Thanks for hanging out, buddy. Steve, going with a used or a new PRS? Most likely used, right? Just because I like to do that. But I don't know. I'm actually meeting with Paul Reed Smith. I have a meeting with Paul Reed Smith at NAMM. I do an interview with him. So, and then after that, I'm doing a tour with Brian Ewald. So, I'm sort of in with those guys a little bit. I could probably get artist pricing, but artist pricing still isn't as good as some of the used deals that are out there. So it's tough. It's a little tricky, right? And they probably need a check. I don't even know if I could pay with a credit card. So, from financing options, it's probably easier to go to Guitar Center used and get one, but, we'll see. No, I'm not going to ask Paul to give me one. Yeah, way better deals on. Yeah, unused. They can be. They really can. They're out there. All right, guys, it's 9:02. I probably have to wrap this up, or else they'll be down with the pitchforks and the torches from the attic. Guys, I really appreciate you hanging out tonight, and I really appreciate all the support on the name change. I've been scared shit to do this for the longest time. I didn't know what to do, and as you can tell, I'm creatively bankrupt with the name I finally came up with. But you know what? It had to get done. The name is the one that it is, and there you go. But I appreciate everyone being so good about it. Everyone who contributed tonight, super awesome. I feel super bad about Isaac's screw up there. I'll talk to those guys and see if there's anything I can do. But I think it's in YouTube's hands at this point. And, it's just, I really appreciate it tonight. I was so nervous about this, and it was good. It was good. I just feel the love, which is always a good thing. So we got to check out a new guitar, and that's always good. And we didn't do much of a NAMM preview, but I'm gonna do a NAMM recap when I get back, and I'll have all the YouTubers on. So it'll be like I did a year ago, and we'll bring everyone back who was at NAMM, Tone King and Robert Baker and Philip McKnight, and we'll get everybody on a show, right after NAMM. Like a week after NAMM, and we'll do a NAMM recap. So look forward for that. And there you have it. It'll be my first official vid as Steve from Boston. Well, first live show. I'll probably put out a vid before that, I hope. All right, dudes. As always, you rock. And I appreciate you hanging out. And have a great night. And until I see you next time, as always, rock on.